Hi guys, so I'm going to take you through my app, and this is called Pokemon Go Tracker. So I'm going to quickly go through the website. So in order to get all the Pokemon, you just click Show All the Pokemon, and it'll lead you to another page where it gives you the ID and then the Pokemon name. Then you have the description afterwards, and it goes through 151 Pokemon. It's pretty long. So going back to the home page, we're gonna create a new Pokemon team. So we're gonna go ahead and create something really fast. Let's say I want to create Golem, a rock Pokemon. Create, and you can see from all the way in the bottom that it showed it's actually the 12th entry, Golem, a rock Pokemon. As you can see that there's already pre-existing information, entries that I've tried previously, and you can also see that it's missing some um, IDs. So it jumped from 1 to 3 and from 4 to 7, and then of course so on. Some of the times that it actually updated, and then it refreshes and goes towards the bottom. So for instance, if I go ahead and put Pikachu and then put a yellow Pokemon, press the update button, it would automatically refresh the page, and if you go to the bottom of the page, you can see that it has been updated. So going back up here, let's say I want to delete an entry. Let's go ahead and delete 7, and it refreshes the page. You scroll down and you can see that 7 has been deleted. I set up my server.js, npm install all the necessary dependencies, and then afterwards I set up my port, set up my views, and then also the override, so that method override, so we can delete, then the router, and also getting the my path, which is the home page. Then we listen to the port to see if it is connected. Next, we set up the schema and the seed. So I created 2 tables. Initially, I wanted to use the users table and also the types and Pokemon types. And unfortunately, I was not able to go through it, but I was able to still use the table for Pokemon and also the Pokemon team. Moving forward, I was able to hardcode some data, all 151 Pokemon, because I was not able to use the Poke API that was that I found online. Bo Lee helped me significantly with this function, just so that I was able to grab the necessary information and place it onto my browser that you saw before. But because I kept getting several 504s, I had to create this seed.sql and hardcode all this information because of that. The models, and once I finished the models, I went ahead and created the Pokemon controller, and I required the model slash Pokemon that you saw before, and created all my CRUD functions based on that. Once I finished that, I went ahead and created the Pokemon router, required the Express, then I went ahead and then linked up my Pokemon controller and the Views controller. Then I went ahead and created all my get and put delete post functions, as you can see here. Once I was done with that, I went ahead and started creating my EJS folder. As you can see over here in my partials, I had a few that I created. Some things that I counter in my app, CRUD. It's the hugest thing that I've struggled with. By far is the hardest, and it took me a while to really get it up and running. I was pretty lucky to have Bo help me with my API function in my c.js file. He also helped me look over my code. Next, having to be users, I wanted to add in Pokemon types in the types table. Unfortunately, I was not able to get to that, even though I really wanted to fulfill that joint requirement in the evaluation rubric. Next, I wanted to incorporate the auth in my code. I wasn't able to get to that either because it took me a long time to set up the CRUD. I wanted the users to have that experience where they had to log in and put in the password in order for them to access their information. Finally, stylizing my app. Based on my wireframes, I wanted to have a simple design because I knew that realistically I was not able to get to it and spend much more of my time just stylizing my app. So in the end, it became as simple as I could have it. So moving forward, who really helped me the most was Bo Lee with the API function. He helped me with my code. Chris Lin, who helped me with the update function. That was the hardest function to work with, and that I was not able to get it working without his help. Moving forward with opportunities for growth, I wish I could have gone forward and finished CRUD earlier so that I was able to try to use auth within my code, and then also have more time stylizing my page, joining the tables, and also adding more tabs such as the Pokemon research section. I think that would have been more helpful to the users to see more articles of how to improve their Pokemon team. And then also, of course, adding images to the Pokemon on the list on the Pokédex.